Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now Mayfield. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And connecting here with D.J. Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, What were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This complete left side to Aguilar. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Please. Go. 180. Great.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Aguilar. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Here we go. 81.
Wentz to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Spins past him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Well, the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ertz has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Wentz to throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Play action. Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That's pulled in at the 32. Looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
A first down throw from Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. All right, a little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Yeldon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Mayfield going for the deep ball. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
It stopped him in his tracks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Mayfield now. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! 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 Gone!
Second down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Mayfield eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. 82, 82. Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Sunday. 81.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's complete. It Sproles. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Lefty, lefty. Hey, stat.
Wentz going to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Yeldon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Throwing now is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Again, it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, the fourth